I've been enormously
Fun girl.
impressed with
Very
the work that
driven,
Helene has
dove
done.
into every issue.
Came in every day.
She's always been a doer.
Did the
Always had her
day-to-day
dog with
operation.
her.
She is, as they say, a force of nature.
I've always loved animals. I can't remember a time that I wasn't smitten by anything with four legs. It's easy for me to help them and give them a voice because they mean so much to me.
We were dating and we were driving down 95, heading towards Philadelphia. We were passing through North Philadelphia, and all of a sudden she sees a dog walking along the breakdown lane. She slams on the brakes of the car, jumps out, pulls over, jumps out, and starts to try to get the dog into the car because she wanted to take it to a shelter. It's a continuous parade of her heart ultimately finding animals in need and bringing them into our orbit.
I don't think that I had a mission to make this my life's work. It just happened. It took over me. It's who I am.
By far the best thing I've ever done for this organization is to introduce Helene.
Just Helene being here every day and interacting with the employees gave us a sense that we were all going to be okay and that the future was bright.
She came onto this board when our organization was in a very fragile state. She stepped up to that role. She was a leader when she was in that role, and it trickles down.
I am so proud of what she has done there because it really stretched her as a person.
For the last 5 years, she has worked at least a full-time job at this organization. She came in, she inputted data, she walked dogs, she made phone calls, she found our wonderful new leader.
I have never worked with someone like Helene, whose passion and her dedication is just so genuine.
I couldn't give as much as I do or have as much energy and passion without everybody around us having the same passion.
Helene's commitment to animals in the SPCA is it just kind of runs in her blood at this point. There's really not a time that we're on a hike or dinner or coffee or anything like that where if we run into anybody she knows that the PSPCA does not come up in the conversations.
One of the ways in which I think Helene's been particularly effective is bringing people to the PSPCA cause.
Helene had a wonderful vision for what she wanted to do at the PSPCA, and she asked whether I would be willing to help her with a number of initiatives, one of which was the cost of care legislation in Harrisburg. A mere 2 years later, we were able to get that bill through the Pennsylvania legislature, and it's made a tremendous difference in the cost of holding animals, and moreover, it has made those animals available for adoption, in some cases only days or weeks after they were seized.
Helene's legacy at our shelter, I don't know, because she's not done yet.
Helene's work and commitment with our life-saving program has truly changed me, and it's actually reaffirmed my commitment with her passion, bringing people in efforts to finding our animals forever homes.
I think Helene's great asset is always thinking about the future and where we go.
The only organization that has the authority to enforce humane laws throughout the state is the Pennsylvania SPCA. One of the things that's most impressive about Helene's leadership is that she encouraged the organization to take that part of its mission more seriously than it ever has before. And the result of that is that humane law enforcement in Philadelphia and beyond is stronger than it's ever been.
We're stronger today than I've ever seen the organization, and we have an incredible impact on the community and the greater part of the state.
One of the main things Helene's been so influential in this organization is, number one, she really practices what she preaches. One of her dogs, Siri, was just a horrific abuse case.
I remember going on a business trip. I was away for the better part of a week, and I get home and there is a huge dog, Siri. He was lying on the bed where I usually sleep.
Siri is a giant beast and really needed a lot of medical attention and care. And lo and behold, that is her dog.
I don't think we can ever say enough about what Helene's done to save this organization.
She doesn't need GPS. Her GPS for the Pennsylvania SPCA is really in her heart.
All it takes is a conversation to let people know what we need, and they're willing to help. But you have to speak up, and somehow I've been able to do that, speak up.